I'm Jeff, and the TV show I do on my website is ComicologyTV.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. Here, look.
Are we gonna make
It's called ComicologyTV, and this will not be on it.
Are we going to make the cut?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first flip video version of Comicology TV. Here's a great exemplification of the spirit of comicology. This is Daffy Duck's parody of Dick Tracy in The Great Piggy Bank Robbery of 1948. Dick Tracy was the brainchild of Chester Gould and was created in 1931. Over the past 78 years, Dick Tracy has influenced Big Little Books, movie serials, comic books, television pilots, a major motion picture starring Warren Beatty and Madonna. IDW is currently reprinting the complete Dick Tracy comic strip adventures in a beautiful hardcover version. And you can still read the latest adventures of Dick Tracy by visiting gocomics.com.
Are we going to make the cut?
Not on Comicology, no, unless you say something about comics.
Like what? I used to read Betty and Veronica.
The guy who we're standing up in the stand-up comic.
Really?
Yep.
So I just stopped by the Late Show with David Letterman, and it turns out that every weekend the box office is open for tickets to the show, as well as every weekday morning between 9 and 12 a.m. I took a trip down to MOCCA, or the Museum of Comic and Cartoon Art, at 594 Broadway to see Stan Goldberg, longtime artist on Betty and Veronica.
How do you keep the fashion contemporary?
That to me, that is the easiest thing to do. That makes the drawing so much fun, and I try to tell younger artists who come to Archie, and it bugs me when I see their pictures. The girl's wearing, two girls, one's wearing a circle, and one's wearing a point, and one's wearing this. But I said, aren't you tired of drawing that, you know, and you know, pick up any teenage magazine. One could keep you for 2 years. You don't even have to spend a lot of money. And just take it and run with it, you know, and just have some fun with it. My God, there's so much of that out there. You get don't even have to buy it. You get catalogs. Be on the catalog list. Back to school, boy, you're all free when you get the catalog. I got those things, and they're great. They're great. And that's why I love doing these fashion pages, you know. You know, they're crazy, and I exaggerate them. But the kids, and I put their names on it. And one time I would put the kids' next name to a fashion. But I said, kids, you know, so I put like an honor roll. So it's like a bunch of names and a bunch of figures, so the kids are not saying, well, that's my dress or that's my, you know. I do take little pieces from each one, and then I do like this one is cool. I use the boy, you know, with Archie dreaming about all his friends, and all the kids. I made like another activity, and if I feel up to it, then I go sideways on this one over here, and each one has a different theme. Betty's Fashion Parade. This one is called Travel and Time Machine. So I picked 1980, 40, 50, and each one has a certain, you know, there it is. I once did a thing for a big fashion magazine, how Archie looked from 1940, 50, 60, 70.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's really
cool. And here, look at his boys. Archie looking great.
Wow.
And that's where I put the girls down there, you know, looking up at them, and so I add a little bit more stuff to it. That's the easiest thing, because when you like to draw, it's again when I tell, if you want to be an artist, it's a 7-day-a-week thing. If you're not at the board drawing, you got two eyes that are looking and maintaining things in your head and remembering things, and even when you're driving in a car or with somebody. Just spend a day looking at trees that day, or just kind of have fun with it. You know, being an artist is the greatest thing in the world.
MOCCA's latest exhibit, From Richie Rich to Wendy the Good Little Witch, The Art of Harvey Comics, opens next Wednesday, January 14th. For more information, visit www.moccany.org. Welcome to New Comic Book Day, January 2nd, in Commuter Comics. Here's one of our regulars, Kevin Lawson. Kevin, what's the book you're looking forward to today?
You know what? I'm amazed that there's a new Kick-Ass out.
Here's Javon. day after New Year's in the store. Javon, what new book are you looking forward to today?
I don't know. I have so many to pull.
You have a big pile.
What do I have, like 50 books today?
January 2nd, Les, what book are you looking forward the most to reading?
Legion of Superheroes,
Legion?
JSA, Batman, it's all here. Teen Titans, it's all in today.
Excellent. So Max, which comic that you bought today are you looking forward the most to reading?
Kick-ass. I think it's amazing.
Do you like the comic, or do you just like saying the title?
Well, both. I like that it's willing to call it what it is, and it's really a kick-ass comic book.
I think it should be called Ass Kicked,
Really?
because that's what happens to the main character. So Sean, what comic are you looking forward to reading this January 2nd?
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, The Rage of the Red Lanterns. Looking forward to it?
Absolutely.
Todd, you've got 2 weeks of comics here. The stuff from the 2nd and the stuff from the 7th. What are you looking forward the most to reading?
Screw all this modern stuff. Alex Toth, man.
Alex Toth, Edge of Genius. Dr. Wayne Bass, you've been away for about 3 weeks. What comic are you looking forward to reading the most?
Black Lightning #1.
Really?
Year 1. Yeah, it's by Jen Van Meter, who wrote a great Injustice League, or Justice Society story a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
And she writes a great independent book, Hopeless Savages, so I'm interested on her take on Black Lightning.
Are you looking forward to year 1?
Yes.
Have you read all the year 1 books?
No, just I go for the writers I like.
All right, cool. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome.
Carlotta, what comic book are you most looking forward to reading this week?
I'm most looking forward to reading Haunted Tank, actually, because I'm sort of enjoying the war comic books for some bizarre reason.
Cool. We're here talking with Professor Mark D. White, who is the editor?
Yes.
Of
Watchmen and Philosophy, a Rorschach test.
Cool. And when is this book coming out?
It's coming out from Wiley near the end of January.
And what exactly is this book?
It's a part of the Blackwell Pop Culture and Philosophy series, as was Batman and Philosophy, The Dark Knight.
Which you also worked on, right?
And the idea is to use popular culture phenomena such as Batman or Watchmen to introduce people to basic ideas of philosophy. And of course, Watchmen is more than rife with that. So we had no problem finding topics of philosophy to illuminate using Watchmen, or people willing to do it.
And you're just picking up your books. What are you looking the most forward to reading this week?
Batman: Last Rites.
Mark White, thank you Professor Mark D. White. Thank you very much.
Tmake you, Jeff.
Let's make the cut. Can we make the cut?
Yeah, you'll make the cut.